Good day, viewers. Today is the second Sunday of Lent. Today's Gospel from Matthew chapter 5, verses 17 to 37 is on the transfiguration of Christ. Through it, Christ revealed himself and his future glory to us. Most importantly, with the transfiguration, Christ reveals one of the constants of human life to us. There is no life without death, neither joy without pain, nor regeneration without destruction. In the first place, the transfiguration took place on a high mountain. This is far-fetched location. To this effect, our Lord and the witnesses of the transfiguration had to climb the mountain in question. The climbing of the mountain is a pointer to a drastic change of position. They left the bandwagon and noisy crowd at the foot of the mountain and moved up to the quiet and serene location on the mountain top. They move away from the disfiguration that characterizes the foot of the mountain and move up to the transfiguration that beautifies the mountain top. In all, they change their position from a lower range of disconnection to a higher range of divine connection. The Lenten period can be allegorically seen as representing a 40-day period of climbing a spiritual mountain. It is expected that every climber should have less load to make the climbing easier. Furthermore, every mountain climber is expected to look up and be focused on the goal, that is, getting to the peak. This is also related to the attitude of prayer, which involves looking up and focusing on God, who will be waiting for us on the top of the mountain, where we shall have a fruitful and life-changing encounter. On reaching the peak of the mountain, our Lord Jesus Christ and his transfiguration companions did not resort to playing games, nor mere sightseeing. They went there to pray, and it was in the mood of prayer that the transfiguration took place. It was very important to note that God's presence cannot break us up upon us when we are involved in things that are unconnected with him. It is only at those points of divine encounter that we experience deep-seated changes. During the event of the Transfiguration, we were told that there was a phenomenal change involving the appearance of our Lord Jesus Christ. His face and his clothes became dazzling white. Therefore, there was the celestial presence of Moses and Elijah, and the gracious voice of God, the Father, confirming Jesus as the most beloved in whom he is well pleased. From the narrative, we can identify one common denominator, and that is change. They move from the foot of the mountain to the top of the mountain, location change. They also move away from the noisy area to a quiet and reflective zone, mental change. Next, there was a change in the appearance of our Lord Jesus Christ from how he looked to a new reality, phenomenal change. Furthermore, there was a change from mere earthly interaction and communication to external celestial interaction, which was concluded by the clear sound, voice of God the Father, spiritual change. This season of Lent is most fitting to be called a time for our transfiguration. We are all called from the beginning of the season by the prophet Joel to activate a change of position from the region of sin to nearness to God. In the prophecy of Isaiah, we are also told to change our position by seeking God when he can be found, to call on him when he can hear us, and also to forsake wicked ways, unrighteous thoughts, and return to God to gain his mercy. This Lenten season will make no sense if we choose to wish for change and remain unchanged. The message of the Transfiguration could not have come any other time than now. We are to climb the mountain with the Lord. We are called to leave the distraction and the attractions at the foot of the mountain. We are called to look up to the mountain of Transfiguration. We are called to climb by giving up all those things that deter our upward motion. We are called to dispose ourselves for change so that God can change our story from nothingness to something else. The time to do this is now. The Transfiguration drama is meant to remind us that if we work hard and remain faithful to God's call and command, We shall be among the triumphant church. This glory is only a glimpse of the future glory of our final destination. Finally, in order to share in Christ's glory, we must first walk with him to Calvary. Also, if we want to share in the blessings and glory of Abraham, first we must be ready to leave something behind. If we want a double portion of Elijah's anointing and spirit, first we must contend with and overcome the Jezebel and Ahab of our time. If we want the prophetic power and the glory of Moses, first we must struggle against and overcome the Pharaoh of this earthly kingdom. God bless you all.